Hello, welcome to Qyjari's Curious Crafts in 3 Sheets 1 Shot with my co-host Joe. I have to make sure.
Where's that? Who?
Who's
Oh,
that?
yeah, that's me.
Oh,
That's me.
you.
That's me.
Is our background music is on? Yes, it is. Yay! Well, we haven't talked at all about what we're going to do tonight. It's hard to come off of last week's amazing story with the boar hunting. But I did suggest that we do something in the snowy area because I became a patron today. I don't have very many people that I can support financially for Patreon, but this person has a Patreon account, and they make these incredible battle maps. Joe, I haven't even told you about this yet.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna scroll down.
Am I adopted?
You're not adopted.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna scroll down. Look at this battle map. This is a Yeti cave, and when I saw this, I decided that we need to put this on our stream. And so I contacted the map maker, the maper of afternoon maps on Patreon. And after I became a supporter, I have access to these beautifully drawn maps. Thank you.
Well, hey, I know that person.
I know that person too. Thanks, Sanchoku.
That's a great looking map.
Isn't it gorgeous? I love the colors, and what's really cool is when you're a patron at a $2 level, which is a Delver. He only has two, one Explorer and one Delver. You get access to not just the map, but the same map in variations like nighttime or daytime or with firelight or other things.
A hearty welcome.
That's a mighty big amount of stuff for $2.
I know. Really, well, it's $2 per map, so you don't. It's not per month; it's per map. But he does 2 to 3 maps per month. So I decided that was well worth the access to such beautiful maps because I've already printed one out. I'm not going to show it to you for the Banana Brothers on Tuesday night. So I print them out on cardstock and then I kind of trim them and tape them all together and it becomes this battle map for our battle cam.
How big is that when it all prints out?
It's about 30 inches by 30 inches.
Oh, that's not bad.
So not too bad. So it'll fit mostly on the map cam's area I've got here. It's my map cam area is about 24 by 36, so it might be a little squishy in some places, but I can't wait to use it on Tuesday because we have a.
We have a lot of stuff that we can't talk about because one of them's right there.
I know. Shh, stop talking about Banana Brothers because there's a Banana Brother on the stream. So what I thought we would do is kind of incorporate that Yeti cave into tonight's 3 Sheets 1 Shot. Why not? Joe and I are both very tired. We've had long days, so I'm in my pajamas, and we're not drinking. We're just going to sally forth and get through this stream.
I feel like I've been drinking.
I know, it just hit us like a rock. So let's start. I'm not even gonna go through any announcements. Let's just start. Let's just start with environment. Obviously snow and winter, but let's look at our map.
Yeah.
The idea was to start up here in the northwestern part of Amonrath, near the Desolate Rise. Probably not where the Moganja trees grow, but maybe a little further north of that. Somewhere in that polar region of the map. You see I've put my climate on there.
I see a town up there.
Well, the purple dot is where the Moganja trees grow. That's the
okay.
Furbolg
Oh, no, I was
village.
looking even further north. That bow.
Oh, Barund?
Yeah.
Well, we can't go to Malgru. Malgru is that whole continent to the north there. And the reason why is because that's overrun with orcs now. This is the second battle for the Obsidian Wilds happening right now. And so we could send our adventurers up there, but chances are they get trounced by orcs. So I thought we would head further west and go over there in the Nicosia dynasty, or as my banana brothers called it, the negotiable dynasty, and do something at the Desolate Rise.
Works for me.
Yeah. The only other idea that I had for a Yeti cave would be far on the almost opposite end of the map, and that's over in Sanok. I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sure. It's Inuit for something. I used Inuit language for those areas over there to the east, because that's sort of a polarish region of snow and ice. In fact, that's where Frostwind Pass is. That I can't even see it. Kanek Anugi, that area right there, that's actually Inuit translated loosely to Frostwind, and that's where Frostwind Pass is located. Surprise!
Cool. I like it.
Yeah. So we could do one or the other, and I thought, well, I've already kind of written some over there in Kasuk because one of my characters is from there. So why don't we just head over west and go? I have written nothing for the Desolate Rise area. It's completely untamed wilderness. I know that Zaman is home of the mountain dwarves. So that would be the starting city of our adventures. I mean, we could up them to levels 4 to 6 or something, and have this adventure be a little harder. In fact, I don't even know what Yetis. What are they? Let's pick the mob, I guess. Let's pick the. Oh, that's us. Hey, look at that! Fetching that off. D&D Beyond. Let's go to Yeti and see what they are. You know, it wouldn't be Qyjari's Curious Crafts without something happening incorrectly. Yeti. All right, a Yeti is. Okay, that's actually perfect. A challenge rating of 3. So,
and it doesn't have to be just one. It could be a couple.
Exactly. Well, let's see what this. That's just a regular Yeti. Let's see what an abominable Yeti is. Isn't that like the same thing? An abominable snowman and a Yeti are the same thing. Okay, so that's a level 9. We could do that though.
Yeah, but we can just do the one. Yeah.
Yeah, or we could have like 2 younger Yetis, and then the abominable Yeti be the one at the back of the cave or something. Have the 2 younger Yetis on the exterior of the cave, like on the path, and then do the abominable one on the inside. And I'll show you again that map that he has drawn. This is a closer view of the Nicosia dynasty. And you see Desolate Rise there to the north of Zaman. This is sort of a blown-up version of it. I love Incarnate maps. I have the Pro version, which allows me to use it for this purpose. And
Incarnate looks really nice.
I know, don't they? And they've got a bunch of new stuff available. But this map here, you can see the cave entrance kind of coming from the northwest straight in. And this is the interior of the cave here. And so we could have a couple of Yetis out here. And you can see this map is 30 inches by 30 inches. You see the grid. You can get them with grids or without grids, depending on how you want to use them. So that's really, really cool.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah.
So excuse me.
No worries. I'm going to yawn all night too. So we could have the abominable Yeti in the interior of the cave, and then maybe have the other one scouting outside the cave. But what have these Yetis done?
I think those are called snowmen, not Yeti.
The Kirifordos. All right. So what have our Yetis done that has irritated the town to send anyone after them, or is it just something that our adventurers are walking along a trail in the Desolate Rise, doing something completely honest, and they just get attacked by the Yetis? What do you think? What's the chat think? Snowball fight, sure. We'll add a snowball fight for sure.
We could.
Let's see what chat says.
Well, what if like, you know how we always put a twist in? What if the Yetis aren't the bad guys? Like they can be the bad guys if the players just go in guns blazing.
That's true.
But what if the players attempt talking and find out that the Yetis aren't the bad guys, and there's like some other frozen waste monster that is actually the bad guy, and the villagers just think it's the Yeti?
That's a very good idea. We could do that for sure. And
so
fact,
What in the
The
world
two
is
dwarves
worse than a
stacked on
Yeti?
top of each other. The first campaign that Tranquil ran for me when I got back into playing Dungeons and Dragons, actually we did talk to Yetis. We talked to a couple of them and managed to talk them into not killing us. He had a very good story going there, and we still have befriended. That's where I got Naku. Actually, Ronan's wolf pet came from the land where the Yetis are. So that was really cool the way that story worked. Yeah, we could do that. We could absolutely have this Yeti cave be innocuous and just have some other big bad evil guy or gal at the end. For
So let's
sure.
see what you got up north. You've got Drakes. Drakes hang out up north, and
Oh,
they
I
go
like
from
that.
challenge rating. They go from challenge rating 2 to 7.
Okay.
You could have ice golems, but those are challenge rating 10, so maybe avoid those.
Yeah.
Oh, now here's a good idea. I
Tell
didn't
me.
think about.
What is it?
What if it's a Yeti, right? But what if it's not these Yetis? What if it's a druid that shape changes into a Yeti?
Okay, what are
and
they trying to
masker-
do? Drake isn't
Maybe-
up north. Well, he's upstairs. And yes, Rylan, you can make Joe sing because I forgot to disable those.
No. They can't, Riley. Nuh-uh. I'll come down there.
Joe, by the way, I forgot to tell you about the new point system in our chat.
No, you've told me. No, Rylan, I'm not. You've wasted 1,000 of your Qyjari bucks.
Was it really 1,000? That seems like a lot. Someone should sing. I'll sing. What should I sing?
I tell you what, if I do sing, it's gonna be a really, really out-key Jane by Jefferson Starship, and I know nobody wants.
No one wants to hear me sing. I'm gonna lose viewers if I sing. Maybe I could call Clover in here and she could sing for us. I'll do that.
Just sing kind of ambience
Yeah.
the whole time.
I could do that. I'll get Clover in here to sing some. I want to hear Jefferson Starship. You open that one up, Joe.
You're not hearing Jefferson Starship.
I could do We Built This City. It'd be very bad.
Fun
That's
story.
an airplane, though.
Here in our town, our bus system is called TARC.
TARC?
River City of something River City, TARC. There was a band for the longest time called Jefferson TARC Bus that used to play around here.
That's funny. Shape chain, a druid.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's what it could be. The druid could maybe want the Yetis gone from maybe the Yetis are too close to Druid's Grove or something, or a potential spot for a Druid's Grove. So the Druid, instead of trying to talk to them, maybe he's a little closed-minded. He's like, oh, they're just monsters. So he makes himself look like a Yeti, wrecks the town.
That's a good twist then. Okay.
See what else they have
yeah.
up in the north.
But druids are traditionally neutral. Do we have evil? Do we have evil druids?
Yeah, you have bad druids.
Okay.
We had bad druids just a little while ago, I think. Didn't we? In one of the
Well, we had cultists.
cult.
Oh yeah, I meant to show you guys that before we continued this. I should pull that up right now if I can find it. Look at this. This is last week's show. It's done. I have to post it. I haven't posted it to the bonus, but if you're a patron and you have access to the bonus content, you have this PDF of the campaign that we did last week, the boring task, with some pictures and some more information. And I remember Jimersion helped with some naming there, and I made some maps on Incarnate, and those are gridded out, ready to go. Some options for the difficulty ratings. Let's see, another really cool map with that's the summoning area where the cultists were.
That looks great.
Isn't that cool?
Oh man,
Look at that tree.
really good. It looks really good in Incarnate too.
It does. I mean, it's just vivid and bright. I love it.
I've never done really close up maps in Incarnate.
That's what's fun to make, to me, because then I can grid them and print them out just like I do any other of the maps that are out there. But I have to make them myself to use them because I have the Incarnate Pro version. I can use them for commercial use, so that's kind of cool. I put the quote from the roots of the Golthias tree in there from D&D Beyond. I got her pendant necklace. in there with the little boar's
That
head
looks
on it.
really good.
Isn't that cool? That was fun to make. And then the reward, and then of course the glossary of the non-player characters, and then a map of Tarathiel, which I don't think we had last week to show everybody. I had that one
That
built.
looks really nice.
Isn't that neat? I like that one. And with the Greenspire Village and then the Bridgewater Cops down further below. And of course, all my thanks for everyone who does that, who helps out. So yeah, that's going to be ready to go. If you're a patron, you have access to that in our bonus content on Discord.
And
All right.
who doesn't want to be a patron? Look at all
know,
that.
right?
That's like 3 pages. Oh no, what's another word
It's
for
actually
a page? It's like 3 sheets
sheets.
in one shot.
I know.
Oh my god! It comes all the way full.
And we're not even drunk. So we got that going for us. Okay. Yeah. Is that the evil druid? I believe that's an evil druid.
No, that's
I'm like 2 steps away from not
giant-
subbing on Twitch and moving to favorite. You honestly, Rylan, I would prefer you did that. It would not hurt my feelings to drop your sub on Twitch and go be a patron at the Elder Plus level, because you'd become a VIP of the channel anyway. So you could do that. Oh, you'd miss the emotes? Don't VIPs get the emotes? Oh, I see. Okay. Sorry. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to change that. I thought VIPs got all those things. Oh, maybe they need to make special VIP emotes or something. Okay.
right. So a Rimmeraz is a big, huge northern frost worm, and they're bad. They're
Oh.
scary. They're like
What's
they're
the...
hot on the inside. So if you cut them, they like burn you.
Is it a... Did I spell it incorrectly?
I'll look it up.
You look it up. Well, we could have that the druid is trying... Maybe there's something in the cave that the druid wants to get. Like maybe there's... they've discovered a map or a...
Yeah, that would work.
Or some...
Because that kind of lets them both stay good.
Yeah.
But they just butt heads up against each other. So
Yeah.
you know that. Yeah.
A cold burn. I was thinking like a node, like a vein of some sort of metal or some unusual source, maybe an energy type of weird source. In my world of Amonrath, the Netherstone is a dark obsidian rock that they've recently discovered can be ground into a powder, and that's what fuels, in my world, the shotguns and the any kind of gun working stuff and explosives.
There's your Rimmeraz link
Where'd you put it? Because I have
in
a
the message.
million.
In the message to you. Conversation.
Okay,
Our conversation in Discord.
gotcha.
So yeah, that's challenge rating 11. So
Oh
that's,
yeah, that might be a little much. Yes, let's open that up. Oh yes, thank you.
It's
That's
that
kinda
kind of
cool.
hot. It's that kind of hot that's like so hot so fast your brain screws up and it feels like it's cold for a minute, and then you're like, oh gosh, no. Like if you turn the faucet on and it's too hot and it feels cold for a second.
Right.
then, no, I'm losing skin here. That's what that.
I like the Remor has. Okay. Why
Yeah,
don't
Rimmer has it.
why don't we do this? I have a great idea. This would be a fun twist. Why don't we have Rimmer has live in the cave, and everyone has to leave. Like he chases them out. The Yetis who want to stay there because they've been living there for a while, and the Druid who goes in because he heard there was some sort of mystical vein of some energy source, and it turns out it's just the giant creature.
They're all wrong.
And they're
Yeah.
all wrong, and everyone has to run out and leave.
And it could all even be like if this Rimmer is like stronger than everyone, then they could all join forces, and the Yetis and the Druid and the players could fight the Rimmer.
I like that. Okay. Final boss. Okay.
So what we could do is like, this is a little early. You keep typing. You do what you gotta do. But I was just thinking out loud.
Keep talking.
You could have diplomacy checks, or not diplomacy, persuasion, and if it succeeds, then that first tells you the Yetis tell you about the Druid. Then you go to the Druid, and maybe you just fight the druid and end of the quest. But didn't have to be. You could instead also talk to the druid and be like, look, hey, what's going on here? Like, you just basically play an episode of Cops.
Yeah.
Like, okay, tell me what's going on. I still love him, don't haul him away, that kind of thing. And you could talk to the druid. He's like, look, I gotta get in the cave, I gotta have my stuff.
Yeah.
It's in there, I know it is. And the Yeti's like, I don't know what you're talking about, but let's go look. And then you all go look, and then you find the Remoraz, and you can either all run, or maybe they can like, maybe the Yetis and the druids the druid are just like, we're out.
Yeah.
But the players could try and convince them to stay and help.
Yes.
It's like another like
a
diplomacy,
persuasion check,
or intimidation, or
okay. It's a
the druid could be in love with one of the female Yetis. That's Sid.
Sid.
It's all right. That's it. That's a suggestion. Sid made a suggestion.
It's we have a new NPC. One of the Yeti's name is Sid.
Oh yeah, we're gonna make one of the Yetis named Sid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be the biggest one, who's a bit off, yes. And like that particular Yeti has got like a bald cap. You know, like he's got no Yeti hair, like on the very top of his head.
Okay.
Yes. That'd be awesome.
Okay. All right. One of the Yetis. Okay, so this is a mountainous. Keep talking. I'm gonna keep writing it. Mountainous. Cold. Ice. Winter. Snow. Etc.
No, because if it was a Smurf situation, Rylan, then what would happen is they would just use the word Yeti like they use Smurf, and like, hey, we're gonna go Yeti off to the Yeti. Well, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
What is Yeti in this context? Is it a noun? Is it a verb? What the heck? Well, that's what always confused me about Smurf, like the word Smurf.
I know, you never know.
What the heck kind of word was it? It might as well have been a comma.
Yeah, right, exactly. We need to come up with a ruler of Zaman, or at least some constabulary who decides that to hire these adventurers. Maybe not the ruler, but someone who's in charge of the police force there.
So Zaman is a dwarven place.
Yes. Mountain dwarves. Yeah.
That sounds like a job for Sid. Sid, we need a dwarf name. So you can get it quicker. I'm gonna go to.
All right, I'm gonna go too. I got it too. I got two dwarfs.
If
someone come up with a dwarf name. Dwarf. I'm already there. I already had it open.
Okay. Joku's got one.
What?
Cagney and lazy. we can't use. Oh well, that's spelled different. I thought you were spelling Brunar. Burnor.
Burnor. Battlehammer. I do like Battlehammer a lot.
Battlehammer works a lot. I like Battlehammer.
Burn
What if we
hour?
switch the R? What if we switched the R and the E and made it Burnor? How does that work for you, Sid?
That works without the E at the end, maybe.
Yeah.
So, Burnor, Battlehammer. I love it. Yeah. Sid's like, yeah. Bernard Battlehammer is what is another word for the police captain or the person in charge of that? I have my thesaurus here. It is captain. Some sort of officer, general. Yes, that would work, of the mountain dwarves. Yes, I like that. All right, let me switch that down here. I'll give him a title. General Bernor Battlehammer has hired the party. Okay. So what? How is the attack gonna go?
Since they're up north, he could be an RCMP. But like it could stand for it may not be like Royal Canadian Mounted Police. It could be like oh goodness, what a dwarf word?
Officer of the RCMP. Yeah.
RCMP.
Which stands
is
for
Royal,
what?
In Canada, it's Royal Canadian
I know,
Mounted Police.
yeah.
But it could be
Definitely use Royal.
Yeah, Royal Crescent Mountain Patrol.
I like that.
Yep, he's a Mountie.
There we go. Has hired the party after a small neighboring, because Zaman is too large of a city for one Yeti to do any kind of havoc. They wouldn't make it in and out of Zaman. It's on the same size as Dyrebrook or Ravenscroft. We'll scroll down to the map real quick. I'll show you. That's Zaman, and see it's a port city as well. So it's a nice big city. But I can see a small neighboring farm or village. In fact, our Furbolg in Banana Brothers, Daros, was helped out by one of the farmers on his way to Zaman, and then subsequently on the way to Ravenscroft. So it could be one of those farmers, a small, tiny little village outside the major city that it's attacked. So let's do that. Village. What should we call that neighboring village? Sid, Rylan, and Choku? Whoever else is in chat, Raynick? Oh, Crescent. We'll have to do that. Huzzah. Maybe Crescent Mountain.
Yeah, that works. Crescent Mountain.
Or something. Stillhome. I like that better.
Stillhome works. That's very nice.
Stillhome. I like that. Stillhome. Okay. Has hired the party after a small neighboring village. After the small neighboring village of Stillhome was attacked by a creature that the locals described as a Yeti. Because it really wasn't a Yeti, was it?
Yeah, no, it really wasn't. It just described it. And maybe since Yetis are humanoids and druids, I don't think can shape change into humanoids.
Oh, they can't?
Maybe what he actually I don't think, but that's fine because this person probably described a Yeti because the druid went back into town and like, oh, that sounds like a Yeti to me, but he was actually maybe a giant bear or
and got up on and got bipedal and decided to just say, I'm a Yeti.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. The bad naughty druid. It was a Furbolg. They got lost on a quest, but people thought he was a Yeti. Actually, that's not a bad idea. He could turn into no, you can't turn into Furbolg. Those are humanoid. But the druid could be a Furbolg.
Yeah, druid could be a Furbolg.
Yeah.
Why not?
I like that. Okay.
And I forgot what I was going to say.
Our Furbolgs, they can be evil, right? Or at least naughty.
Yeah.
Naughty?
That is an unchanged addition to this book, to this particular 3 sheets. The 3 words "naughty Furbolg druid" do not get removed from this 3 sheets under any circumstances,
right.
Or we rock.
Or we fine, I'll leave it.
Rylan would be the first one to delete it.
They tend to be evil. Okay, yeah, he would. Okay, misunderstood. Bad, misunderstood. Naughty Furbolg druid. Wait, what? Okay, so
we're just dictating the terms under which you will riot, Rylan.
Yeah. So
the Rylan riot.
The Rylan riot. So once our party sets out to try to find this Yeti, they encounter 2 real Yetis along the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe we could back up and just a bit and establish that so if the Yetis had the ability to be talked to and be good, then there's a chance that the Yetis wouldn't initiate combat right away.
Right.
But if this is not the first time this quest was attempted,
Oh.
if another group was sent out before our group, then maybe the Yetis already have a bad taste in their mouth, so they're just like, no, we're not going through this again, and they just start hurling rocks right off the bat.
I like it.
Like in combat, they start talking about, you can't drive us out. You know, like the last group. Through.
Okay.
Yeah, and then maybe the players are like, wait, what do you mean the last group? And then there's the diplomacy checks and persuasion checks or intimidation.
Right. They were very aggressive, and the Yetis, the real Yetis, after trying to reason with the party, were how I can say that better. This is the second party to be sent. They were very aggressive and attacked. Whoa. The real Yetis on site.
Yes. So now, when the second
even after
our adventurers show up, the Yetis are just like, not again. They
right.
Just throw.
The Yetis tried to communicate, and how would you say it? End.
Cease hostilities.
Yeah. We'll say that they're a peaceful brand of Yetis. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like the store brand version of Yetis instead of the fancy one that costs a couple dollars more.
Right. The Yetis killed the other party in self-defense. There we go. Okay, that's a good twist. Okay. After they hopefully they'll communicate, and we'll make sure that the story is written to where the Yetis can speak common, or can maybe hold their arms up like a don't shoot type of.
Yeah, and also like, you can make your Yetis in your world.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
They can be playable characters if you wanted.
Exactly.
And Choku make a Yeti.
Okay, so once they, let's see. Let's go on to the next part. Our characters meet along the way. We're going to say that the characters are the Yetis, friendly after all.
Oh, you know what that means?
They did not.
Chat. We're gonna need 3 Yeti names.
I know. Well, we got Sid.
Well, we got Sid. Sid.
Attack the village.
And I'm just imagining Sid like the Yeti from Monsters University, like John Ratzenberger.
Oh, that. What was his kind of a monster called?
He was a Yeti. Well, Abominable Snowman. Is
yeah.
What they call.
Sid.
Abominable. Could you believe that?
Sid with a Y or Sid with an I?
Sid with an I.
All right.
Well,
is it short for something?
It's yeah.
How about Sidnacious?
I was trying to combine Sid and Bartholomew, like Sid.
Sidamew.
Sidamew.
Short for Sid. Sidamew.
No, that's actually a really good joke.
How about
What's your name?
Vermouth? Oh, that sounds good, actually.
Oh yeah, another one named Vermouth.
You know
That's
what?
a good name.
Yeah, he names everything Vermouth. Let's look on our list of fantasy name generators and see if they actually have ones for Yetis or Abominable Snow. And I don't think they do.
That's fantasy name.
They do. Look, they do. They have Yeti names.
Go over there and give that website your love. I think a very nice person called Emily runs it.
Yes.
Gulu. Oh, that's an awesome Yeti name.
Sahotash?
Sahotash? I just random name generator.
You're just looking at this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are all good. I'm gonna go.
I got one here that's spelled SZUTOHOSH.
Wait, you'll have to go slower because I can't type that. My brain doesn't work that fast. SZU.
Yes.
TH.
TO.
Oh, TO.
Hosa. Tohash? Like,
Oh,
like
I
you know how
see.
like Sun
Zatohash.
Tzu is Tohash.
All right, Siddamu Zatohash.
That's a metal name. Like that name belongs in like Norwegian black metal. Like that's the
Right?
main character in a black metal.
That's the new lead singer for Nightwish. Okay. All right, let's pick one. Let's pick a female name. Nemo now. Knopf. There's a right there in the very front top. Knopf. Kehnaph.
Yes, but the problem here, when will we know when Knopf is a Knopf?
Okay, all right, we won't pick that. How about Fatika?
No. That was a joke. Use Knopf.
No, I like Fatika better anyway.
Oh, Fatika's not bad.
Yeah, I like that one. Let me paste that right here. Fatika, are they married or they're partners? We'll just call them partners. Wikipedia. The S is silent. Zatohash, yeah. Fatika.
Tohash.
How about we just have three Yetis? Siddamu, Zatohash, and Fatika.
Sure.
Okay.
Works.
And Fatika is our only female. And we guess these are males. I don't know. I'm not gonna check. And they're Yetis. Okay. And how about we make a completely unrelated note? I finished. Oh, did you finally?
C1? Chapter 1?
You mean the
mean
first show or season? We'll find, or campaign 1. It's campaign. So yeah.
Or did you divide campaign 1?
Yeah,
Okay.
campaign. Did you you had to bring a box of tissues, I'm sure.
I have a hard time
no
watching
spoilers.
Critical Role. I have a hard time watching Critical Role because I'm always worried I'm going to carry stuff over into my own campaign. So I only ever watch them really sporadic.
They're very inspiring to me. I watch it for inspiration of ideas, and some of their ideas have worked their way into my campaign. So, yeah. So it's hard. It's really hard to sporadical roll. It's hard to not have spoilers. So try not to do spoilers because it's intense. But really,
Yes.
when you watch season 2, they're starting to get a couple more references to season 1. So, campaign 1. All right. So
How are they doing that? Like, are they doing it like the players, like the characters from season 1 are now like heroes, like time wise? Is
I think
season 2 like afterwards?
I think campaign 2 is 20 years later.
Cool. I like that. I've always liked that idea of running a campaign like it was generational. I always thought that was a great idea.
Yeah.
Where like.
But they're not playing anything to do with they're on the other side of the world, and it's a whole other thing. There's references to that side, but they all act like, oh, that's just an odd part of the country that we've never been to. So yeah, it's kind of cool.
Down south.
We need to name our druid.
Oh yeah, we need a druid name.
Yeah, a Furbolg druid. Oh, let's go look up Furbolg. Do they have Furbolgs in that list?
I'll look up druid names. You look up Furbolg.
All right, I'll do that.
Druid.
Anyone else in chat have an idea? Because this is you guys too. They don't have Furbolg, but they might have. What's the other? What are the other creatures called that are like that?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't think of.
Someone help. Distraction complete. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the distraction. He wants.
No, I got a Furbolg name generator right here.
Where?
Yeah.
Where do you see it?
It's under Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, I didn't go down that far.
I usually use the top one too.
Home. Okay. Yeah. These are World of Warcraft. Blah blah blah. Dungeons and Dragons. All right.
Furbolg.
We could have used Bugbear too, I guess.
Bugbear. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, these are good.
Here's a fun one that's just fun to say. Morpator.
I like it. It's
Morpator.
perfect. Morpator. Spell it.
M-O-R. P-E-T-O-R.
Okay, perfect. Morpator, the Furbolg druid. And from what I understand from Daros, our resident Furbolg from our Lindor plays him, that they don't actually are named from what I understand. They don't call each other by a name. They just kind of use a, like, I don't know. I don't know how they do it. We named ours because I couldn't do that. All right, so the summary of this adventure is the party gets caught up in a dispute for the ownership of a cave. The Yetis claim it, but the druid wants it because of a mysterious vein of ore.
Yeah, works for me.
Unusual.
Oh, what do we call? So, chat. We're gonna have to come up with a name for this ore because they might ask.
Definitely.
So what's the ore car? So we're gonna have to. Come up
And
with
what does
it's
it do? What is what kind of
what it
energy?
does,
Yeah. That has been discovered within its walls.
Unobtainium, Rylan.
Unobtainium, yeah. Happy traveler. An ore of rowing. All right, both of you, get out. Not really, stay, but get out.
But stay, but nacho cheesium.
Nacho cheesium?
Is that because
We're
it's
not going to get a
there?
straight answer out of these guys. We need someone in chat who will give us a straight answer.
Ain't Sid. Sid's all over that.
Where'd Sid go?
He'll be right on.
Does our site here have a place for that type of thing? Fantasy names?
If they have an ore name generator,
they might have some sort of other names, like
rock, like there's a regular rock name.
Herb and spice names.
Hey.
Drug names.
Drug.
Well, energy types. There's one for energy types. I'm not kidding you. Emily comes through again. Well, these are kind of generic. Get energy types. Dark yin yang. I like that. Courage, savagery, lifeblood. Plague energy.
We could use the J-pop group name generator to come up with our ore name.
Okay. What is?
No, let's not do that.
What
That's
is
a terrible idea.
flutosium? What is that? There's a K-pop one though. Where's that? Pop culture. Okay.
It's under other generators, the J-pop.
Oh, okay.
Pydium? Now, Pydium's not bad.
But where did he get it from? Because if it's going to be some inside joke that I'm not going to get, then I'm going to be not happy.
and I haven't got a joke Ryland's made ever.
Oh, here's a one. Mutant plant names.
Oh, that's good. I bet there's a good one.
Gloom hemp.
Hey.
Oh, how about bitter crescent?
Hey, bitter crescent works.
Because of the whole crescent mountain, maybe this range of mountains, even though it's called the Desolate Rise, maybe this area is called Crescent Mountain, and that's what he patrols.
Oh, there's some really good ones in this mutant plant. Agony Huckleberry. I'm pretty sure Agony Huckleberry.
I like that one too.
I'm pretty sure Agony Huckleberry was the lead character out of 50 Shades of Grey.
I think so too.
Agony Huckleberry and Bone Waybread.
Oh, here they are in French. I don't want to do French. It'll just confuse me. Then I'll be illiterate in two languages.
Yeah, it could just. And Choka's got a good point. It could just be called Crescent Ore.
Okay, I like that. Okay, unusual ore. What does Crescent Ore do?
Yeah.
What can it do? What kind of energy can it provide? How about an energy of intelligence or something that helps, because that's why the Yetis are they're more
great idea.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they're so smart and able to talk.
Yeah,
because they've been hanging out around this crescent ore, this unobtainium.
Yes. Unusual. Let's see.
They don't know it because they've never gone back far enough in their cave.
Yes.
And so they go back looking for it. Like, oh, there is? Well, let's go get it and get done with this, and then you can leave us alone again. And then they go, and then they find the Ramaraz, and they're like,
and then they all have to fight. Yeah. Or they all have to fight.
Yeah, or fight.
I like it. So what level? If we're going to try to have these guys fight, what level should we put them at?
I'd say a nice solid 5 or 6.
Really, the
let's
Reverez
see.
is 11.
No, well, the Rimmerez is challenge rating of 11.
Yeah.
But you can aggregate your challenge rating by having multiple levels.
That's true.
So I think in order to keep it, because of also like if we kept them at around 5 or 6.
Yeah.
I'd have to go and look and.
Well,
like,
5 gets the double attack for most.
Yeah, 6 is usually your second ability increase or your second feat.
No, that's 8.
Oh, is that 8?
It's 8.
6 then must be a class feature for most people.
Probably.
I think. So I think 6 would be 5 to 7. Let's say 5 to 7.
Okay.
To give it a little, or 4 to 6. I don't know.
I think higher would be better.
Yeah, 5 to 7.
A party of level 5 to 7 characters. How many people in the party?
Oh, I wouldn't do more than 4.
Yeah,
if you have
3 to 4
level 5s, yeah.
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 3 to 4.
And then, honestly, if the ability to, like, if we made the Yetis strong enough, this could probably be played by one character if they were really good at diplomacy.
Right, because then they'd have to get him to help.
Yeah.
Or persuasion.
You could almost even make it a group of 1 to 3 players. That would be.
I think that'd be tough.
It would be tough. It would be like.
Let's look at the abilities of the Remoraz and what it can do. Oh, I went to the wrong one. Here we go.
Well, let's see here. They've got a heated body. The creature that touches the Remoraz or hits it with a melee attack while within 5 feet of it takes 10 or 3d6 fire damage.
Yeah, but
That's
it can
not nothing.
swallow.
Yeah.
It can swallow somebody.
Yeah, I think this is a good bad guy.
It's a great bad guy, but is it going to kill our party?
Well, that's
I mean,
a
the Yetis have to help us fight.
Maybe. Failure is always an option.
I know, you're absolutely right.
The
Running away is an option too. The Yetis are strong.
Brave Sir Robin ran away. Shut up!
Shut up! I did not run away.
There's your singing, Rylan. There's your singing. You got your singing, unintentionally, but you got your singing.
You tripped and tripped and tripped and tripped and tripped along merrily.
There, see, you got two for the price of one. Two songs in one.
There you go. A regular Yeti has 2 claw attacks for a total of maybe 14 damage. That's not a lot. So what if we made those Yetis the Abominable Yetis, a little bit stronger?
Yeah, that would work.
And then the DM can roll to decide how many of the 3 actually stay to help. Maybe 2 run away and only 1 stays. Maybe they all run away.
That's what I was saying. Like depending, like let's say you set the DC for the persuasion at like 15.
Yeah.
And so let's say 15 is the like just middle of the road you just passed, right?
Right.
So 15 you get maybe one of them to stay.
Yeah.
And if you excel by like 3 or 4 points, so like maybe you roll like a 20 or like a natural 20 or a derived 20.
Yeah.
Then the whole group of Yetis fight. And then if you roll less, like maybe just the druid stays and helps or something.
Exactly. Because the druid, what level do we want the druid to be? 6?
I would say that you
at least 5.
Well, yeah. What was the range? 3 to 4. I would make him 4 because I wouldn't want him to overshadow the players.
That's true. Let's go quick we have 10 minutes left. Let's go make a druid.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, why don't we do that together? We'll create a character.
Oh, I gotta get some books in this D&D Beyond. We'll have access to the Abominable
Create a character. Alright, so we're gonna do a random one, and then we'll fill in the gaps. It's a lot easier than going through the whole beginning. So the level is, what did you say, 4? The race.
I would make him 4. And race, didn't we say it was Farbog?
Yeah, but it's not going to let me choose that until I choose one. So I'm just going to choose Nerakokra, and I will save it and then go back.
Okay.
I'm just going to save it and go back. Because it won't, for some reason, it won't let you choose it even though I have access to the other ones.
That's interesting.
It is interesting. Okay, so let's go back and choose a race. Change the race. Now, see, now we have access to all of them. So we want a furbog. All right. We had an ability score increase. Oh wait, did we change the level? Class. Oh, we had to change the class. It's a druid. Where'd I have? Add another class.
Oh yeah.
Oh, come on. Cancel class. I have to go back and...
Oh.
Yeah, I'll go change its,
We'll fix it in post.
Yeah. I have to change its wisdom.
Uh-oh. She's Dancing Bear coming in with a raid. Thank you.
Hey, Chief! How sweet! I was just in her, stream earlier. She was playing some Dauntless.
How does Rainick say it? Coming in hot.
Coming in hot. Yeah.
And he always does the Macho Man. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't have that. I don't have those kinds of things. I'm not as good as Rainick on that. All right, so I have to change. I have to get rid of Fighter. Let's get rid of Fighter. Yes, confirm. Make it level 4.
Hooray!
A new follower.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. I don't
Beer Bard.
Beer Bard. Okay, so we've created this druid. He's level 4.
Now, is a beer bard a bard that sings to beer, about beer, or it sings using beer?
I don't
Is
see why you can't do
beer-
all 3.
Yeah, that's probably right. Probably right.
I'm gonna fix his. I don't like his abilities. These are too low. His constitution is way too low. I don't want him to have negative amounts. Especially at level 4. His charisma, I'll leave it low. And druids need high, what, wisdom?
Yes, I think they're wisdom-based casters. I know they're not charisma.
Yeah. All right, so we'll
Let me
change
get my
that.
handy-dandy player's handbook.
Why don't you do that? Okay, he can have proficiencies in what? A druid skill. Animal handling, probably for sure, if he's going to shape change, right? And nature, maybe? What do you
Yeah, animal handling and nature seem about right.
Yeah.
Probably survival, maybe, if he gets a 3rd, but I doubt he does. If he only gets a 2, then...
What circle are we
Survive.
going to choose for our druid? Well, here's some that are Arctic.
Gotta be
Circle of
the-
the land Arctic.
Yeah, that would work perfectly.
Okay.
Also,
all right,
the
perfect. And ability score improvement. We're gonna go ahead and.
what's the one that allows for? What's the one that allows for the sheep?
Don't they all have shape change? Oh, you mean to use it as a bonus? I think that's of the moon, isn't
Yeah.
it? I don't remember.
It might be.
That's because that's what Daros has. Should we give him a feat or ability score improvement, chat? What do you think? D, all of the above.
Yes, wisdom is the highest score. Wisdom is their
Yes.
Okay.
So, do you think we should give him a feat or ability score improvement at level 4?
Well, I always vote for feats because I think they're nice.
All right,
but
so we've got grappler, great weapon master, athlete,
elemental adept, cold.
Yeah, let's
Make
just.
him more.
We're doing it. We're doing it. All
He
right.
could have an aberrant dragon mark because Eberron. No.
He gets a bonus cantrip. What should the cantrip be?
Eldritch Blast. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Frostbite. Frostbite would probably be a cantrip
Yeah.
he would have.
Yep, definitely. Okay, perfect. All right, so what are we gonna name this? Oh, we already did name it, right? Okay. And I'll give him gear and everything. His name is not Bearnip. Who came up with Bearnip? What was it? It was Molitor, right? Something like that.
The druid.
Yeah, Morpator. There it is.
Morpator. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go back.
Morpator.
Morpator. Just sounds silly. Morpator. A house agent? No. Because he's the agent for the house. No, he is definitely a hermit background or something.
Yeah, it's gotta be a hermit or a maybe like a sage.
There's-
but
yeah.
not,
A hermit. All right. What's he proficient? His tool proficiency? disguise kit.
That would fit with him hiding,
Yeah.
trying to go off as the.
What other
But
language?
I think an herbalist would be.
Herbalist?
Oh, language?
Okay. Yeah. Oops, sorry.
Language?
Yeah.
Oh,
Herbalist?
man.
Alchemist applies. Okay. Choose a language. What language does a Yeti speak? Because maybe he's able to communicate with them.
Maybe. Let's look that up.
Yeah,
see what
let's look that up. Let me go back to another D&D Beyond page and open that up. Yetis. They speak Yeti.
Awesome.
Who'd have thunk it? All right. Well, there's no Yeti on here.
We'll know in our own head. We'll make it Sylvan. We'll just say Sylvan.
All right, Sylvan.
And we'll just know that that's actually Yeti.
They speak Yeti. All right. And I'll fill in his starting equipment and everything. So there we go. We've got our Morpator, the level for Bold Druid. I will finish him up, make him available to anyone of my patrons who has access, and that way when you play this game you can just pull him up on my D&D Beyond and either print it out or I think you have to print it out and then use it for your game. But I will fix it. And you know what, we need to put a picture out there. Don't they have furball pictures?
Oh yeah, all kinds.
Yeah, duh. This is gonna be a great one. This is gonna be a good one shot. It kind of has a bunch of twists and turns to it. There aren't a lot of furball portraits. I guess we'll just pick this one.
I like that one on the right.
Yeah.
He looks kind of doofy.
Yeah, he does look like a doofy. Okay, perfect. All right, let's go back to our story. All right, so our adventure, we have to title it.
Oh.
I know. We have 2 minutes left. I'm looking at the clock. 2.5 minutes left. What are we gonna... Yeah, you were doing a great job, Bear.
It's got to be something cold. It's got to be something like, you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
cold themed.
I got Cold-Hearted.
Cold feet. Let's see. You got.
Come on, chat. We need cold-themed titles for this Yeti. Or something about Abominable.
Adventures of Bear and Monty and the
The Yeti Squad.
the Yeti Squad.
I've completely spelled that wrong. Hold on a second. Abominable. Oh, you had connection issues previously? Oh yeah, she did. It was oh, he's being sarcastic. He knows.
Cold-hearted snowman. Yeah, because that makes you think that it's straight up. Yeah, I kind of like that. Cold-hearted abominable snowman. Because then you think it's just straight up fighting Yetis, but then the twist comes later on. They're not actually cold-hearted, and that title could refer to the druid once you learn about what the druid did.
Oh, exactly. I love it. That's great. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to do what I did last week and edit this into a real story with pictures and maps and more details. I'll pull up last week's just so you guys can see. This is last week's that I've put together into a full PDF file that'll be on my bonus content page on my Discord for those of you who are patrons. Here is the map of Ammonrath, of course, and last week was called A Boring Task, and they had to go boar hunting, but there was a twist. There's always a twist, and there's all sorts of backstory and even some spoilers in here. So I would encourage any Banana Brothers not to read this right away, because there's one little spoiler that kind of might influence the way you move around in the game. But you can see I've taken that little one sheet that we put together at the beginning of this and finished toward the end and created a huge document for those of you who do one-shots occasionally. And came up with our title. Oops, let me get back to there we go. And I want to thank Afternoon Maps. I became a patron of theirs today on the Delver level, and that gives me access to this beautiful Yeti cave, which inspired tonight's episode. If you want to... Go ahead.
Also, don't forget that Wisdom Under Fire is still for sale over the
Yes!
DM's Guild.
Yes. There's a picture right there.
That. Underneath me, it's right down here.
Yeah, right-
Wisdom Under Fire.
Right there.
You can head
Yeah.
over there, buy yourself a copy, and the proceeds go to help the wildfire recovery efforts in Australia.
Definitely
I
do
was
that.
lucky enough to be able to work on that. It's awesome, and I think you guys should all go get yourself a copy.
I know we are privileged to have a published author
Oh, pshaw.
in our midst, so we should all thank you, Joe. Let's go to our thank you screen so I can get my very tired, sick mug off this. And I look forward to seeing everyone next week. We'll return on Monday with Curious Crafts, where we're going to continue with the last night. It's the last night we're going to work on Frostwind Pass for Joe, and then we're going to move on to a different terrain piece for him for his display.
It's going to be awesome.
So we are on our thank you screen, and thank you guys so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. And everyone have a great, super awesome weekend. Thank you for the raid, Chief, and thanks everyone for joining us and the follows and everything. Love you guys. Good night.
Bye, good night.